I'm going to tell you how observant people work. When they notice behavior that might be a red flag or a negative, they take note. They don't say anything because they don't want to set anything off, right? So they don't say anything. They need to see if it's going to be a repeated pattern. So they wait. When it happens again, then they'll say something kind of nonchalant, or maybe they'll just be direct and say something. I don't know. I'd be a little more nonchalant, so let me see if I can, what they're going to do in this particular instance if I test them, right? So I guess I'm a tester, and then there's others that are direct. Let's get this out of the way. I like to test them because then when I go back to it, that's how you realize how you need to approach it. Because if you come heads on, chances are they're going to rebut right back, right? So if you come at them like, okay, I know there's a possibility they're going to lie to me because they did when I tested them, okay? So that's going to happen, right? Most likely that is going to happen. If they lied to you the first time, they're going to lie to you again. In whatever situation this is, it can be between parent and child, it can be between coworker, employee, it can be between anybody, right? Spouses, it can be between, friends. So they'll observe that behavior, and then you can come in with, okay, they're probably going to lie to me. So I'm going to bring this trusting attitude in. I know something. And I just want to make sure you're okay. And if there's, whatever it is, you just want them to know that you're leading with love and that you care. And then there's the possibility of them breaking down and being like, okay, especially if you go, you know what, mistakes happen. And then you can bring it up. Sometimes you can start with a story about yourself. Like, once when I was a teenager, I got into the back of the car with, I don't have any of those stories, so I'd be making that one up. Or maybe I don't want to tell them. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but observe, learn to become an observer, because people show you who they are in their daily interactions and their repetitive habits, like the smallest interactions. And then you also can start to see, do they behave around different people? Like cashiers, for instance. Maybe they're just a grumpy cashier, but then an attractive person comes up and all of a sudden they light up, Then you know that that's false, right? They're putting on a show to get attention, to grab this person's attention. So people show you who they are. Just observe and stay quiet until you know what needs to be said, right? Because you don't want to bring up an issue that's not an issue, because that makes it worse. And you don't want to come head on letting them know in a direct manner that they're just gonna fight right back. It's never a good situation. Anyways, lead with love.